Let's say I want to go to space. Now, there are going to be all kinds of difficulties with that, but the first one that comes to mind, and possibly the biggest, is that I have no idea how to build a rocket. So where should I start? A good first step is probably going to be to look at the blueprints of every successful rocket ever built. Every part of those designs was based on experience, thousands of iterations of trial and error, encountering and overcoming problems. So matching my plans to theirs as closely as possible seems to make sense, right? Well, maybe. That kind of thinking is called reasoning by analogy, and it's great up to a point, but it's also flawed because it assumes that the solutions past engineers settled on were the best ones. And with the stakes this high, assuming anything probably isn't a great idea. So what's the alternative to reasoning by analogy? Well, it's called reasoning from first principles. Aristotle, René Descartes, and Immanuel Kant all talked about it at length. And since then, it's become a cornerstone of mathematical and scientific thought. Most recently, Elon Musk, founder of Tesla and SpaceX, has been very vocal about how central it is to his method of problem solving, specifically to solve exactly the problem of getting to space that we're talking about. In essence, reasoning from first principles means questioning everything until you reduce the problem to its most basic truths. You work those out and then build from there. It removes all assumptions from the equation and allows you to deal with the problem in its most fundamental form. When Elon Musk founded SpaceX, he knew that he could build rockets in the same way that other people had done before him. But instead, he decided to reason from first principles, to see if there was a better way of doing things. His main problem was a financial one. Rockets are really expensive. But why are they expensive? That was the question he asked, and he found that a huge amount of the cost was being charged by middlemen, companies providing the components used to build the rocket. So by vertically integrating and handling the sourcing of all components internally, he was able to reduce a significant amount of this cost. On top of the middleman expense, he realized that the rockets were never reused. Each time one of these insanely expensive rockets was built, it was destroyed after launch. He thought that seemed crazy. So again, he asked why. Why not land the rocket after launch and reuse it? Reasoning by analogy would say that landing a rocket is something that NASA and the Soviet Union both failed or not even attempted to do. So it stands to reason it must be near to impossible. But rejecting that assumption, Elon Musk reasoned that with the advances in technology since the problem was first tackled in the 1960s, it may now be possible to land and reuse rockets. As it turned out, he was right. And since SpaceX completed the first successful landing of an orbital-class booster in December 2015, it's become commonplace for these boosters to be launched multiple times. Just by reasoning from first principles, just by asking why, Elon Musk changed the face of space travel, reducing the associated costs by more than 75%. So admittedly, you personally might not want to go to space, but that doesn't mean you can't apply this thinking to your work. In a competitive market, this kind of approach is key to broadening our horizons by challenging conventional wisdom. Just asking why you do things the way you currently do them sets you on the right path to be able to always look at the challenges you face with fresh eyes and analyze them for what they truly are rather than what they seem to be.